In a small town, there was an old clock that hung on the wall of a dusty, forgotten shop. The clock had stopped working years ago. Its hands were frozen at 3:15, and the ticking sound that once filled the room had long vanished. The shopkeeper, Mr. Sharma, never repaired it. People would pass by, sometimes joking, "That clock is broken. It will never tell the correct time again." Yet despite its condition, the clock quietly hung there, unnoticed by most. One day, a young boy named Rohan visited the shop. He was curious, observant, and loved to ask questions. When he saw the broken clock, he asked Mr. Sharma, "Why don't you fix it? It doesn't even work." Mr. Sharma chuckled and replied, "Ah, my boy, it may be broken, but it is still right twice a day." Rohan was puzzled. How could a broken clock, stuck at one time forever, be right at all? Mr. Sharma explained, "Think about it when the clock shows 3:15. It is exactly 3:15 two times in every 24 hours. Even something broken can be correct sometimes." This idea fascinated Rohan. He realized that the story of the broken clock was more than just about time. It was about perspective, patience, and the hidden potential in every situation. He began to think about his own life, his mistakes, and the times when he felt stuck or unproductive. Like the broken clock, he sometimes felt that his efforts were wasted or that he wasn't moving forward. But the lesson of the clock was clear. Even in apparent failure, there is value and purpose if you wait and recognize the right moment. Rohan started applying this lesson in his daily life. When he failed in school or made mistakes in his projects, he reminded himself that setbacks were temporary and that success could appear at the right time, just like the clock being right twice a day. He understood that life doesn't demand perfection at every moment. Sometimes, patience and timing matter more than constant action. Just like the clock, moments of rightness would eventually come if he remained consistent and observant. Over the years, Rohan faced many challenges. He struggled with exams, competitions, and friendships. Sometimes he felt like he was stuck, unable to progress, but the story of the broken clock gave him hope. He realized that being patient, learning from mistakes, and preparing quietly could eventually lead to moments of success and recognition. Even a small effort, when timed correctly, could have a massive impact. The broken clock became a symbol of perseverance, timing, and hidden potential. One day, Rohan participated in a school science competition. He had worked quietly for months, experimenting, testing, and preparing. Others had rushed or tried to do everything at once. When the results were announced, Rohan's project won first prize. It was the culmination of his consistent effort, preparation, and patience. Just like the broken clock, he had been right at the perfect moment. His teacher praised him, saying, "You were ready when the time came," and that made all the difference. The broken clock also teaches a deeper life lesson. Perfection is not always necessary to create value or achieve success. Even a clock that has stopped working has moments when it is correct. Similarly, even people who feel flawed, unsuccessful, or unproductive have moments when their efforts align perfectly with opportunity, timing, and purpose. What matters is patience, preparation, and the courage to keep going despite setbacks. Rohan never forgot the lesson of the broken clock. He carried it into adulthood, approaching challenges with perspective and calm. He learned to trust the process, understanding that even when progress seems slow or invisible, the right moment will arrive. He became successful in his career, building a life full of achievements and personal growth, all while remembering that timing and persistence are just as important as effort and skill. Over time, Rohan shared the story of the broken clock with younger students, inspiring them to keep trying even when life seemed unfair or stagnant. He emphasized that patience and consistency often lead to success, even if it doesn't happen immediately. Just as the broken clock is right twice a day, our efforts, when applied consistently, will eventually align with opportunity, producing moments of triumph. The story reminds us that setbacks, failures, or feeling stuck are not the end. Life has a way of presenting the right moment, just like the clock's frozen hands. The key is to keep preparing, keep learning, and keep believing. Success is often about waiting for the right timing, recognizing the opportunities, and being ready when they arrive. Even something that seems broken or imperfect can create value at the perfect moment. In the end, the broken clock teaches a timeless lesson. Patience, persistence, and readiness turn ordinary moments into extraordinary opportunities. It reminds us that life isn't about being perfect every second. It's about being prepared, staying consistent, and trusting that your moment to be right will come. Just like Rohan learned, the smallest efforts, if persistent, can align with the right moment to create remarkable results. So whenever you feel stuck, frustrated, or like nothing is working, remember the broken clock. Even in stillness, imperfection, or apparent failure, there is hidden potential. Keep learning, preparing, and waiting patiently. The right moment will arrive, and your efforts will shine exactly when they are meant to.